I'm going to go boo. A lot of times I call that the boo game. I turn around and go boo. Because they're watching to see if you move. So they're watching you. Now, I've also been known to have a toy or something. And this one's often fun. I'll tell my dog to go around, because I do this on finishes too. It's basically a finish. And as they go around, I'll take a toy and I'll drop it straight behind me and I'll say, get it. And so when they come in behind, they're going, is she going to drop a toy? So that works too. I got all kinds of I have all kinds of little tricks. All right, let's see first. Let's do the turn first. I want to do the turn before we do the figure eight. Okay, now, before you start, remember, she's going to feel pressure. And so you need to respond to the pressure. No, you shouldn't feel pressure. This is good for you. Okay? So you need to wake her up and you need to say, we're doing this and we're doing it well. Okay? So no pressure is allowed. Ready? Yes, good girl.
About one more.
Yay, good girl. That's nice. Okay, so what I want you to do, does she have a thumb touch? Okay, so you're going to do an up. Right when she starts dropping, did everybody see the head drop? We're working on the head drop.
Yeah.
Good! Now reward and play. Okay, a lot of times when we're working on a problem, we get obsessed with the problem and we forget to really reward and play with the dog. And it's important for them to get their reinforcement. So same thing again. Jules, I can't. You have a leash over my muzzle. That's all right. We'll do the figure eight in a minute. The left turn is easier to do than the figure eight. Do you understand why? So I'm gonna deal with foundation first. Good. Okay, so do you have a consequence for failure to up? Okay, so the next time you ask her up, she has to do it the first time. Up. Good girl. Yay, good girl. So the dog, so I have to give kudos to Karen on that, right? She was getting ready to respond and kick in a consequence, and the dog gave effort, and so she just went into play. So you did an excellent job. I was giving you cookies, Karen. I was giving you the cookies. I do know Taylor.
Taylor wants to be a good dog when we're working in a situation.
When she's stressed, when she feels pressure, she goes, okay, I can't do this.
And that makes me very stressed.
And then no, you're not a train wreck. You're a confident person that says, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, so you did that, and that was really good, all right? So next is going to be the figure eight.
That's part of our problem is when we're playing into it, we're better and serious.
That's okay. Well, but she needs to know, there's, at some point, when you're training, you need to be serious like you are at a show, and then spontaneously break into games or fun, especially when you see effort. All right? That's really important because that actually will transfer to the ring for you. Okay? Where the dog is like, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to give effort even when she's in this mode.
But what if you're not a fun person? I'm not a fun person.
They have drugs for that.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I want to kill immediately.
They got drugs for that. Okay, so I just want to see the inside post of the figure eight to start with. Good girl.
You want me from a start or?
No, I just want to see just the inside post of the figure eight. Good girl. Release reward. Reward. Okay, so you saw that the dog's head was up. All right, which I liked. What I didn't like was the rear end rotation. Okay, so how did you do your rear end rotation?
I can call her with that.
With what? The pop work. Okay. Did you transfer it properly where you weaned off of everything? Huh?
No, because it's not getting smaller.
Okay, so you may want to go back and revisit some foundation. The other thing is, have you tried your leash behind you, reining on this post? Try. Let's see what happens. And make sure that when you're doing it that you're praising her. I don't want the dog to think, uh-oh, I'm being corrected for something. So usually when I add something new like this to the dog, I just have the person just chatter to the dog. I don't care what it is. I just want to see that the dog can handle the pressure of me reining. There you go. Ready, ready, ready. There you go. Ready, ready. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Rein just a little bit. Good girl, rein just a little bit more. Good girl. Release and play. Good, good. Huh? Oh, it's okay. She has to learn to do this, you know. I mean, whether she likes it or not. Ready, ready? There you go. Ready, ready? Yes, good girl. Get it. Good girl. Just play with her for a minute. There you go. There you go. Okay, so this time I'm going to do something different. Okay, you have motivational pops on her? Okay, it's just tiny pop up. Yeah, so as you're coming around here, I just want you to go, yes, good, yes, good, yes, and then release and play. Okay, I just want to see what she does. Good girl, yay, good girl. She handled that well. Okay, did y'all see a difference in temperament? Did you see her giving a little bit more effort? She was a little bit more happy foot. Okay, I like that. So I like that as a response for you. Why don't you do me a favor and try it on the left turn. So you're just going to heel straight and do a left turn. And you're going to pop, you're going to start popping right as you're doing a weight shift. And then you're going to pop just right through the turn. That's right. Try it again. Do it slow motion if you need to. Slow motion's fine. You're starting to pop right as you're going into your weight shift, and right as you start to straighten, you're going to loosen and reward. There you go. Just pop. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Okay, make sure that your leash, the clip, is underneath the neck as opposed to the side. Okay? Good. You're doing fine, Tay-Tay. Miss Tay-Tay.
It's a better correction, I think.
Miss Tay-Tay. Miss Tay-Tay. Miss Tay-Tay. You don't want to be my dog. Although my dogs love being my dogs. She would. I am a lot of person.
Watch, let's see if she's a difference.
There you go. Tighten up that leash just a little bit. Yes, good girl. Hey, I like that. I like that. So now you have a couple of options. Yeah, now you have a couple of options that you can use. You can use up, you can use pop. Now, the motivational pop, y'all, is really, I really like the motivational pop. And you can do it on prong collar, you can do it on regular collar, it doesn't really matter. And it's just light, I call it a machine gun pop. So it's not just pop, it's pop, okay? And when I introduce it to the dog, I introduce it with praise. So I'm going, yes, good dog, yes. And then I release and play, okay? Because that tells them I'm not mad at them. And it also tells them that what is happening is good. So it keeps them motivated, all right? As soon as they've been introduced to it, I get rid of the extra verbal, and I just use it when I need to. That is a good tool for you, okay? Nicely done, ma'am. Oh, yay! So I would definitely do those two things. And she handled it well. Well, I know, but you handle it well. Something that we need to work on with her is something that you can take the bounce into the ring, You need to make sure that when you're using the bounce, you give one command and there's a consequence if she doesn't do it immediately.
What's the consequence in the ring? Oh,
No, you got to do it out of the ring first.
I put out the ring, but for her, I said, oh.
Well, and that's good, but I want to see consistency. Okay, because I know I caught you at least once giving an additional command. If I give an additional command when a dog is stressed, I'm teaching the dog not to do it in a stress situation. All right, that's where consistency is so damned important. All right, so if you say bounce and she usually comes up and bounces quick, you never accept less.
Her option rate in the ring is 3 pounds.
Okay.
Sometimes she was like 2 pounds.
Well, but on the third bounce, it needs to happen. Okay? And the only reason why is because with a dog that has a tendency to go, oh, I can't, you have to convince them, yeah, you can. All right? And that's where I would, go to like a show and go or something like that and set it up in that environment so I can say, yes, you can do this. And then there's loads of rewards and the play and everything else when they give me the effort that I'm looking for. Okay? And the machine gun or the motivational pop, you can always do on a light line, and we're going to discuss light lines. You can always do that on a light line when you're working on off-leash work. Okay, just remember though that the machine gun pop is still a leash pop, so basically the regular leash has to go back on. Okay, all right, very nicely done. I know there's a border collie. She goes, there's a border collie. I know. Now, let's not go there. Put your foot on the leash if you need to. There you go. I don't care about that. She wants to be uncomfortable, she can be uncomfortable. She can. That's okay. She's going, I can do this all day long, Mom. Tighten up your leash, tighten up your leash. Just tighten your leash. There you go. Huh? It's an avoidance. It's her avoidance thing. So that's okay. Sometimes you have to wait the dog out. So Karen, you got to make sure, number one, you're consistent. Okay. Number two, you need to put pressure on her and show her she can do it with pressure. That will transfer to the ring for you. Okay? Good job. Yes, ma'am. You had a Karen? Hot? Yes? Right. Okay, all right. So y'all, just for everybody, what her question was when she goes into the ring and she lines up, she asks for touch or something like that of her border collie, and the dog won't do it. She goes, what do I do in the ring? Well, you can't do it in the ring. You have to apply the pressure outside the ring, and you have to teach the dog that you can do it, and there has to be a consequence for failure. All right? You have to prove anything you're going to do in the ring, you must polish and prove outside the ring first. Okay? Yeah, trust me. You don't have her with you, though, today. So remind me tomorrow, and I'll set it up.